and welcome to day 2 at the 2021 Goodwood Festival of Speed. It's Saturday the 10th of July. The weather has taken a turn for the worse. It's not as sunny as it was yesterday on the Friday, but no doubt it's not going to dampen our spirits because, as always with Goodwood, there is so much to see. If you haven't already, check out my video from day 1, which is on my channel. It'll be up in the top right corner, which is either that one or that one. But for now, let's have a look at what else there is to see around Goodwood. So then, once again, where do we start? I've got the answer already because I've been thinking, right, where do I start just before? But we're going to start off at Lotus, because Lotus is doing amazing things at the moment. Obviously, the other day they announced the new Lotus Emira. They've also got the all-new electric hypercar, the Avaya. So let's have a look at what they're actually like. Firstly, though, we must appreciate the work that's gone into this stand for Lotus. Lotus for the drivers, and that's the hashtag, for the drivers. And just the lighting and the colours and everything, they've done a really splendid job. But you want to see the cars. So then I can't actually get too close because there's a massive amount of people. But just through there you can actually see the Emira on the screen as well, which is useful. Now in pictures it was a bit questionable, the design, but in person I can announce it does look really nice. And the colour it's launched in as well, that blue, just really suits it. And over there, I don't know if you can see it at all, you can see it a little bit. That is the Lotus Avaya. Now we might see another one we can have a proper look around later on this video, but the Avaya is an incredible piece of kit. In fact, I'll put a cutaway shot now of the Lotus Avaya making its way up the Goodwood Hill. Obviously no noise, but definitely a really impressive performance. You can see the cars quite well down here as well. The Elise, which is actually going, which is very sad, but this is all to aid Lotus's future. Really splendid cars. And there's the Emira, and over there is the Avaya. So impressive, but let's move on to see what else there is here. What's really funky is this, the modern interpretation of the BMW Isetta, the bubble car. It's actually called the Microlino, or the Microlino from Switzerland. I saw this on social media when it was announced, and it really looked cool. So seeing it on their flesh is even better, and yeah, they're still tiny and still very bubbly. What's some other interesting things? There's this, which is the Luca, and that's from the Netherlands. And what it is, it's just a really tiny car basically that's clean to the earth, and yeah, a really nice idea. Another really cool thing is this, the mini electric pace setter. Let's take a closer look at that because it looks really cool. So effectively this is the sort of the first electric John Cooper Works project. No, it's not a road legal car, but it's still a car, and it's a very cool one, definitely. Bucket seats in there, I don't know if you can see because of the reflection, just about see. But this is cool, look at that rear wing with the lights. Obviously this is the pace setter, rear diffuser as well. It's just a really cool thing, and fully electric as well, so absolutely rapid. But if that isn't for you, you can still go to the old-fashioned stuff. This is a proper John Cooper Works, petrol powered, still a very iconic shape. Alpine, I've got some stuff to show as well, including this, which is the B5 Touring, shown in green, which is the perfect colour surely. But I've got to show you this interior. Just look at that. It's a BMW interior, basically taken to the next level. That is outstanding. And the wheels as well. Oh my word. I'm overexcited now. And the colour, wow. And there's another one there, but in a slightly different colour. Honestly, Alpina do such a good job with their styling. You really got to credit them. It's basically like Abarth to Fiat, but not a Fiat. This is another level. This is cool. Genesis, but not the band. Genesis is a car maker that's recently entered the European market, and their cars look absolutely staggering, really staggering. But because Genesis is a reasonably new brand that not many Europeans have heard of, will it be successful? That is something I'm excited to find out. Will it be like Polestar and enter the European market and be really successful? We'll get into Polestar in a few minutes. Or will it flop? I kind of hope they'll succeed because I do really like the look of them. Let's take a closer look. The Genesis G70. This is a really good looking car. If you want a BMW or a Mercedes, but you're sick of going for the obvious cars, then the G70 is really the car for you. It's really pretty. Nice designed interior as well. Hopefully you can see just through there. Just a really nicely thought out car. Now the headlights are something that I'm not too sure about, but they make Genesis look a bit distinctive. So I reckon that'll be something we'll get used to over time, but a really gorgeous looking car. A bit more meat, the G70 shooting brake. In pretty much the exact same spec as the one over there, but it's just the shooting brake, which is a posh word for an estate. So what you really want to see is the back end of this. which I think is really nice looking. I really like this. This is nice. Just the overall posture of the car really does work. In fact, the back end sort of reminds me of an old Subaru. It does actually. It's nice. So yes, there's Genesis. I really do hope Genesis succeed. I just think they look really nice. Don't know how they drive. I'm going to guess quite good. But I think these lesser known car manufacturers are going to really take off in the next few years, especially the ones from China. Now, talking of China, I just mentioned this before, let's take a look at Polestar. Now, Polestar have been really, really good. We went to have a look at the Polestar 2 yesterday off camera at the end of the day, and the staff at Polestar were really, really helpful. Plenty of time for people. And I think I'm going to do my best to contact Polestar in the near future to see if I can do a review of the 2, because I just think it's a fantastic car. And I used the hashtag last night, better than the Tesla, because it is. So then here's Polestar with a really lovely stand. It was actually at the Goodwood Festival of Speed 2019 that I first found Polestar. Before then I didn't have a clue who Polestar even were. So it's 100% electric, that's the Polestar 2. The Polestar 1 is actually a hybrid. And that's not a Polestar 1, that's actually the Polestar Precept, which is their vision of the future, which I think is a really nice concept design. Let's have a little look inside of there. Can't get too close because it's the concept, so they've actually put glass around. So yeah, that is a really gorgeous car. You can see inside the seat belts are actually gold, and that's to give it that Swedish touch because of the Swedish heritage. Wow, doing a long journey in that would be cool. In fact, I wonder if we could take that home instead of our Scenic. That would be comfy. Fortunately I can't, unless I break in. I'm not going to do that. So here it is, the Polestar 2, which I think is a really nicely styled car with this sort of curved light bar at the back. That's really nice. An actual Polestar badge I think looks really nice. That's nice. It's sort of like a Citroen badge, but it's sort of messed around with. It's a Citroen badge on drugs, basically, is what it is. But just a nicely thought out car. Let me show you the front. Again, the front is really nicely styled, with sort of the golden brake calipers that sort of replicate the seat belts. Such a nice design. So I'm actually sat inside the Polestar 2 now, and I did actually have a sit down in one of these yesterday, and I just can't get over how nicely thought out it is. It's got this sort of tablet screen, and it works with Google, so you can basically say anything. Okay Google, turn off the air conditioning, and it'll do it for you. Steering wheel as well, a nice shape with the Polestar badge in the middle. Screen overhead. Everything is just nicely thought out in here, and the materials used are all very sort of good for the planet. They just feel really, really quality. So a massive well done to Polestar, really. They're doing massive things. Panoramic roof in here as well. I just love a panoramic roof. It adds so much to the driving experience. I'm actually just going to demonstrate something. Okay Google, turn on the air conditioning. And it'll do it now.
Okay, turning on the aircon.
Oh, that is wonderful. And then the air conditioning turns on. Okay Google, take me to Manchester.
Navigating to Manchester.
That is fantastic. Now the guy from Polestar was just saying every car nowadays has its built-in system. It's never very good. You just link Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. This car has Google built in. It's a thing that everybody knows how to use. So Polestar, again, just nicely thought out, and a car for the people. I'm going to go that far. It's just wonderful. Nicely responsive screen. Nicely designed as well. It's not just, slapped on anywhere. It's clearly had a lot of thought going to it. Nicely designed gear selector here as well. Really love Polestar. So just over the moon, actually. This is a wonderful car, and in fact maybe the best electric car I've seen here, apart from the Citroen Ami. I don't think anything's going to beat that, but seriously, what a great car. Seriously, get any Tesla owner inside a Polestar and they'll realise what a mistake they made by buying a Tesla. They are quality, absolutely quality, and actually probably my favourite EV maker there is. So I would love to do some things with Polestar in future. If you would like to see some Polestars on the channel, then do comment down below. I know I would, definitely. They're just really nice. Anyway, unfortunately, I'm going to have to move away from Polestar and have a look at some other cars. It's a tough life, isn't it, this Goodwood stuff? Regular viewers will know that I have a thing for Tamiya, but this is another level. These are really fast. And up and smash on the ground, and it's not broken. So the next one I'm going to go up. That is addictive, actually. I might have to make my own little assault course for my Tamiya models. Oh, go on, and up, whee, and land. Back on its wheels. That's really impressive. So again, you can buy the kit, just like Tamiya. Just in there as well, you can see the Defender. Doing some off-roading. Oh, come on, that is cool. I love RC. Porsche 911E, 2.4 litre, absolute classic. Next to a Mustang, next to an XK120. There's an Escort over there, Mark 1 Escort. Oh, Aston Martin DB5. Oh my word, this is classic heaven. I did have a few people on Twitter saying, yes, Daniel, the modern stuff is impressive, but we want classics. A beautiful Jaguar E-Type. Oh my word, this is just too much to handle, isn't it? E-Type is such a legendary car. You can't even see the interior. You just see the reflection of the dull sky. But this is stunning. Love the spokes wheels as well. You don't get that anymore. Such a lovely touch. Bit of 80s coolness. Forward, Sierra, Sapphire, Kaza. Oh yes, I said it properly. Oh my god, it's such a classic design. The Sapphire, the 3-door, just every Cosworth is just a really nice looking thing. And they go well as well, that's for sure. This has got the inconspicuous rear spoiler, and this was to stop it getting nicked. Didn't really work, because it's still such an incredible thing. Talking of incredible, oh, DS Palace. This is the top of the range, Citroen DS. It's got blinds in the rear windows. Oh my god, 1-spoke steering wheel, column gear shifter, red interior. Oh, this is just fine motoring. Oh my god, it's a boat, it's lovely. Showing the Citroen Ami again, just because I can, just because I love it so much. Small chance one of these might be making its way into our household, but we'll talk more of that later on in the year. Oh, so these are actually coming to the country hopefully at the end of the year. I'll tell you now, we're basically one of the first to get a test drive when it's here, so that's exciting. And my dad really wants one, and so do I, because it's such a lovely thing. Now, I did also have a look around this in part 1, but I just love it so much so it can feature in part 2 as well. Lovely. Kia EV6, that's smart. So, casually, there's a man over there wearing a jetpack, and he's about to fly, as you do. And this is part of the gravity section of the Festival of Speed. Here 2 years ago as well. Endlessly impressive. I did say we'd see another. This is the prototype Lotus Evija. Just look at the aero here. You probably fit an entire head through there. And then that goes all of the way to the back. Oh my word. That is a nice looking car. Nice colour scheme as well. Oh, arch rivals. Tesla Polestar. A car I've been very interested to see is this. The new Ineos Grenadier. What a name, first of all. And also quite an interesting design. But again, Ineos, a new car brand. Will it be successful or will it flop? It's undoubtedly styled to be like a Defender. You see with the sort of bars there. They're sort of like the ski lights, the skylight things you get in the Defender. And just the overall design. I think it is lovely though. I do think it's lovely. And it may be terrible. And it may be very plasticky. But I love it. The world's first flying car. Now, is it pointless? That is the question, because if you want something that can fly, get a helicopter. If you want a car, get a car. Having both, controversial, but it's different, so I like it. So this is the flying car in flying mode, and over there is the flying car in car mode. There's a difference actually, isn't there? The Holy Grail. When I was here back in 2019, there was one car I really wanted to see, and that was the McLaren P1. I've loved it ever since it came out, and I haven't actually seen one. I got to it in 2019, and it was actually the end of the day, and I was only there for the one day, as you might remember me saying in the first video from this. And it was covered up because it was the end of the day. There is a P1 there, and it's not covered up, so of course I'm gonna have a look. Holy moly, this is a lovely looking thing. Now, the registration's been taken off. I believe this is the P100V, I think the registration is. The one that went around and was on Top Gear. It was on literally everywhere. Quite a famous car. I call it P1 Ooh, but I know it's not. But this is amazing. Just look at that rear wing. Oh my word. Absolutely bonkers, even today. Nearly 10 years on, I cannot believe it. Still looking fresh. A bit of Formula One goodness for you. Well, if you like Subarus, this is the place for you. Subaru, 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 Subaru. And that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Subarus. Probably the most I've seen together in the same livery-ish. That is outstanding. Do really like the bug eye. Very controversial, but probably my favourite. Still really want to go on one of them. So then, that is the end of my coverage here at the wonderful, glorious Goodwood Festival of Speed 2021. As always, Goodwood has been an absolute treat, and a massive thank you to everybody who's organised it. After a year of almost no car events, this has been absolutely amazing. If you like these videos, please remember to subscribe because it helps me a massive deal, and check out the other Daniel drives videos. There's a lot to watch, including the part 1 of Festival of Speed. And yeah, it's been fantastic, really good, and thank you for coming along with me. Hope you've enjoyed some of the cars and seeing some of the action of the hill. It's been wonderful. I've met so many nice people and I've seen so many incredible cars. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon.